Hey, what's going on everyone? In today's video, we are going to be trying out the Salomon Adv Skin 12 liter pack. I just picked this up the other day. I bought this with my own money, of course. I'm not sponsored or anything. So this is my first impressions video. This is not necessarily meant to be a full-on review. I just figured I'll take it out on this short little run here I've got planned at Umstead State Park. And show you a little bit about my, like I said, first impression about this new vest, and we'll see how things go. So without too much more talking, because I know what you guys are here for, let's hop right onto the trails. Okay, so real quick, I'm sure you guys have maybe noticed by now, I forgot to bring a hat for this run today, and it's just now starting to rain a little bit, so it's gonna make things kind of difficult. I don't have anything to keep the sweat or the rain out of my eyes. So I think I want to point out the running pack that I've used and run in for the longest time. Couple thousand miles, probably a couple years I've had that pack. I don't remember exactly what brand or what model. I'll put that up on the screen. But yeah, I've run numerous ultramarathons. I wore it the entire duration of my 100 miler last year. So I love that pack. The only thing that I'd like more is just bigger and deeper pockets. So I ordered this pack hoping to utilize the bigger pockets, the mesh pockets, to house more food and quicker access to things. Also, the capacity of the two front bottles that are on the front of the vest. What I use are 350 milliliters, so 12-ounce bottles. And I know the Salomon has half-liter bottles. And so that was a bit of an appeal to me to help with hydration management and all that. Also, just one more thing to point out. If I sound like I'm desperately out of breath, it's because I'm really out of shape right now. I haven't run in such a long time. If you saw my last video, it was about my future training schedule, sort of getting back into it because I've been skipping out on a lot of training. We just finished a pretty big uphill and I'm pretty out of breath. So enough talking about all that stuff. Let's get into what I like so far about this pack. Okay, so immediately, first thing I noticed about this pack, as soon as I put it on, just how comfortable it is. I've heard reviews and people, friends that I know that have this pack, say that it feels like just putting on another shirt. I didn't quite understand what that meant before, but now I sort of do. It just like hugs your body. I don't feel any rubbing or anything. The only thing I have noticed is that, so we're nearing into the summertime and it's already getting pretty warm out. I think this pack feels warmer than the Ultimate Direction pack that I'm used to wearing. I think that's because the back has a wider surface area that covers your back. The UD vest that I have is more open in the back, and I don't think it covers as much of your back as this one does. That's the immediate feeling. It just feels a little warmer. But again, it is warmer outside than it has been, so it could also just be that. So another thing that I really enjoy about this vest, or specifically I guess these bottles, is the speed of which the water flows out. It is super fast, especially if you squeeze the bottle with one hand as you drink out of it. It is much faster than the bottles that I'm used to, so that is only just a plus with these new 500 milliliter Salomon soft flasks. Okay, so here we are at David's Pond, which is just a little side chute off of Loblolly Trail. I wanted to give a little pointer of one thing I noticed so far. I don't want to say anything is bad necessarily, I just haven't gotten used to it yet. Like I said, this pack came in this morning. This is the first time really I've had it on, so everything is brand new to me. The height of where these bottles are, I'm used to having little straws that come up off of the top of the bottle that I can basically just turn my head and drink right here. These bottles, I kind of have to tilt my head down to drink out of them. So I'm not sure. I'm sure like I can get other bottles or something with straws and figuring out how to tie them up here. But so far, that's one thing I've noticed. I do have to bend my head to drink out of the bottle. So right now, I've actually been drinking only out of the left side bottle because I want to see if I can finish this one just to see how the pack feels if one is completely empty. Normally, I like to try and have electrolytes in one side of the bottle and just plain water in the other. So if I do happen to be drinking more of one thing or the other, I just want to see how the vest feels if one is more empty than the other. And so another thing that I've noticed, because there are no straws that go all the way down to the bottom of the bottle, I feel like I have to kind of push the water up and squeeze it all out with my hands as I'm drinking. That's a little bit different. Again, normally I'm used to the straw up top, and I can just drink like this, and then I can always drink to the very bottom because the bottom of the straw goes to the bottom of the bottle. So that's about what I've noticed so far about the bottles. I'm gonna head back up Loblolly. We're about 2.8 miles into the run so far. Almost at the gate where the trail ends, and then I'll turn around and head back. Okay, so here we are where Loblolly crosses over the Bridle Road. But I'm just over 3 miles, and I think I'm gonna head back. Also, so I do have my hiking poles with me as well in the car. So be sure to stick around to the end of the video so you can see how they attach to. I'm gonna try them on the front of the pack, as well as put in a jacket into this stuff pouch on the back, and then run around a little bit more. So be sure to stick around for that to see how to attach poles to this vest. So far, I have emptied one of the flasks. This one on the right side is still pretty much completely full. One thing that I have noticed so far is that the vest tends to bounce. The clasp mechanism here is a bunch of like bungee cords, and so it's pretty loose. And like, I don't know, if I try jumping up and down, I don't know, you can kind of see the bottle shakes a little bit. Again, that might just be because I haven't tightened it and figured out all the little pull strings, drawstrings to cinch it down. But I'm just a little concerned on like fast technical downhills, how much the vest kind of shakes and jumps. Because you can see it's super stretchy. I ordered a size medium. I'm about 5'7", 5'8", maybe 155 pounds. And so you can see I've had to string this extra pull string tab piece here that I had to extend or pull pretty tight. I looped that underneath the top piece and then hooked it back into this lower clasp, just so it's not bouncing and flapping all around. The vest feels pretty tight, and even though it's pretty tight, it still has a lot of room to jump, bounce, and move. I'm about to tackle this pretty technical downhill and try and record a little bit. Of course, if I'm recording with the GoPro, the vest doesn't bounce as much. If I use the camera, it's not in the pocket. So I'll try to record some with my phone as well, so you can see maybe how the vest is performing without the GoPro outside of it. So obviously that pocket is not the best for the GoPro. A few steps into the downhill section, the camera fell out of the whole pocket. So there is a zipper pocket right here on the front, so I might try that and experiment it with sometime. But like I said, the vest is kind of bouncy, and there's not really a good way to hold the camera that I've found just yet. So I'll play around some, experiment some, and see if there's a more optimal area to place the camera to film for you guys. So we're about almost 4 miles into this day, so I'm gonna finish the run up and not forget to show you the poles and how they attach. So let me head back to the car and I'll check in with you guys then. All right, so I just got back to my car. I have my poles here. So I believe the strap right here is used to hook the poles in. And then underneath the shoulder strap, this loops around onto a little hook here. So I believe that's how they're supposed to go. Let me go ahead and do this one as well. Okay, so I believe the poles are in the front pocket. Now I think there's also a way to hook these to the back, right underneath. I haven't figured that part out yet, so I might save that for another video. I've got a jacket here, and I'm gonna try and use the little stuff sack in the back to throw the jacket for easy access. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so the jacket is in the back, the poles are in the front. I think I'm gonna do another little half-mile loop around Company Mill, just to show you what it looks like with the poles in the front and the jacket in the back. So I went ahead and filled both bottles up completely with the poles, just so you can kind of get an idea of what the pack looks like when I'm wearing it with the bottles full. So we're gonna head this way, do a little bit on Company Mill, and then finish up for the day. Okay, so with the poles in the front of the pack, I mean, I don't notice them like a substantial amount different. Then again, I'm still just going pretty slow and easy right now. They still do bounce. The pack is not quite bouncing as much. So far, I mean, it's not terrible. It's still, I don't think, as good as stowing them in the shorts loops for the Run Rabbit shredder shorts. So like I said, I'll have to do some more experimenting, figuring out where the best place to put the poles are. Oh, and I almost completely forgot to mention the jacket in the back here. I forgot to mention it because I can basically hardly feel it. It's not bouncing, it's not moving around, it's not causing me any other feeling than when the jacket was not in the back. That's a big plus. Being able to stow an entire jacket, easy access right there behind you, and be able to grab it and not feel it the whole time. So I really love that feature. All right, well, that'll do it for today's run. I went 7 miles. I think it was like an hour and 14 minutes or something like that. So that was my first impressions, first time wearing this vest out on a run. Overall, positive comments. Just a couple of nuances that I have to get used to, like how the pack fits, where to put the camera, all that stuff. So let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you have this vest, if you've run with it, if I'm doing things completely wrong, let me know. If you're also a fellow YouTuber, filmmaker, and run with this vest, let me know where you keep your camera. Because like I said, most of the day I just held this thing in my hand because I couldn't figure out the best place to put it on my pack without it bouncing around or falling out. So like I said, that'll do it for today's run. I might make another one this weekend at the Uori Mountains. So stay tuned for that, and I'm still editing the Quest for the Crest 50K footage, so be on the lookout for that as well. If you got anything out of today's video, please like, please subscribe. That would really mean a lot to me. And let me know also in the comments if you want a full review after a couple months of using this vest. I might make an entire video dedicated for the review. So that will do it for today. Always remember, in whatever you do, just do your best, and the best will always happen. I will check in with you guys soon, and until then, have fun, enjoy the trails, and stay safe. See you guys later.